Alright, and to finish my thought, if you're here in the third part after the first and second, there are parts to this one because my screen keeps going dead because I keep closing my eyes and pinching the bridge of my nose, trying to process these things. So, that's why there are parts to this reaction, because it hurts my squishy, thinky parts. So, yeah, back to the point where Lord smelled the MLT, and he said, "Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though the inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood, and never again will I destroy all living things as I have done." So he's thrown his temper tantrum, and he's sorry, but he's so glad of Noah. If not for Noah, you know, the suffering that he inflicted, when it would have just been easier to make them good from the start, or change their hearts, or do something to help the ones that existed. He could have figured out a different way besides killing all of them and then having this come to Jesus moment himself, where never again will I curse the ground, even though the human heart is evil from childhood. So we get this idea of original sin interjected in here very subtly. And I think this again speaks to a different time, a different writer, a different agenda, where the Lord smelled the offering. I think that is authentic. They believed that God dwelled somewhere. There was a house that God lived in. And this is in the transition from the polytheism to the monotheism. If you listen to certain people, Bible scholars and educated people talking about this, they believed, and for instance, like Justin Sledge and Alex O'Connor's channel is really great for interviewing all those people. Cosmic Skeptic on YouTube, he interviews a lot of Bible scholars, gives a lot of different information. So anyway, they believed that God actually dwelled somewhere, and that he could smell things, and that he could have a heart, and that and I think this is probably because of the intermediary that I reject so wholeheartedly. But yeah, we get this idea of original sin, the evil of human hearts from childhood. And as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat and summer, winter, day and night will never cease. So he makes this promise that we will have this stability of environment that we are not seeing currently. We haven't seen historically in the fossil record. So here's another promise. So there are more points to make. All right. This is part 3, so I'm going to leave it here and go on to 9.